I'm Jamie and I'm a parent.
And I'm Glenn and I research video games. Welcome to this episode of Great Games, Better Brains.
I know in other episodes we've talked about age-appropriate video games, and this week I've got some questions about iPod games that are good for younger kids.
Yeah, it's a good question. I actually have some friends of mine that have just got an iPod Touch, and just in their family, and their kids are 3, 4, 5, 6 years old. I'm not even sure exactly they got to, and they're about this big, so I'm not sure how old they are. But they had questions about iPod games. I was kind of thrown back, but because my kids are a little older, I don't even worry too much about iPod games for younger kids. So we went out and did some research and came up with 3 games that we want to show you today that I think are really appropriate for kids ages 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years old. Really easy to play, educational for the parents, but also still very fun for the kids. And there's 3 we're going to look at. One's called PopMath. And you're going to play these games and walk through this. So good luck with that one. It's a math game. There's another one called Subway Shuffle, which is a problem-solving logic game. And there's another one that I really like called Kid Klok, which you can guess helps kids
Tell time.
learn how to tell time, both digitally and in an analog version. So let's take a look at those games and see how you do. Okay, Jamie, here, this is the front screen of an iPod, and I got 3 of the games that we're going to talk about. The first one, go ahead and click on the PopMath Lite game. This is obviously just a game for kids, younger kids, just to practice basic arithmetic skills. And you can see you've already figured it out. Pretty simple, right?
Yeah.
Add up do the addition, find the correct.
Does it time you while I'm doing
It does
this?
time you. So the faster you go, the more points you get. And I noticed that it says you rock, so that's a good thing.
Yeah. Whoa.
Go faster.
Sorry.
Faster.
11.
Faster. This is the light game too, by the way.
Messed up.
Wow, you don't rock now. Duh. Okay, go ahead. Hang on just a second. Just so you know, this is the light game. It's free. You can get the PopMath full version for 99 cents, and it just gives you some more options and more levels. This is kind of just a taste. So download this one.
Can you start at a different level other than 1, or do you have to work your way up?
You can in the full version. You can save games and go back and forth. So this is just the light version, just to give you a sense of it. So go ahead and push to the belly button down at the bottom, take you back to the home page, and we're going to go to a game called Subway Shuffle. That's actually Lemonade Tycoon, but we really want Subway Shuffle. So go there you go.
Oops.
It looks like a train. There you go. Subway Shuffle is a logic game, and the idea is we're going to rotate this a little bit. We're going to try to rotate this a little bit. Okay. And you can see that you're on the train. You're on the red car. There's also another track with a blue car on a blue track. And your job is to get your car into the white circle by moving the cars around. So you can go ahead and do that. Drag the blue car up. And now move it over. So that's 3 moves to get your car where it needs to go. So that's the very simple basic level. And if you hit the arrow button in the top left or the top right corner, you can go to the next level. And now your job is to get the red car in the white circle in 10 moves. So you got the cars can only go on their own track. So the blue car can only go on the blue track. Green car can only go on the green track. So this is a way to you can't. There you go. So you're gonna have to start to figure out some stuff. And after a while, this gets a little addictive as well.
Yeah, well, I'm not having too much luck with this one.
So now you want to move the red car. There you go.
Move this one
There you
back.
go. There you go. There you go. And obviously, they get harder as you go along. So you can hit the next one just so you get a sense of how more difficult.
Is there only one right way?
There's only I played this for about a week, and I'm not sure if there's more than one way, but I'm pretty sure there is only one way. I haven't figured out multiple versions. It's basically just a logic game. What do I need to move? Which direction do I need to put things? So you can see that you're kind of stuck, so you're going to go back.
Oops.
It's just a game for younger kids just to help them think through steps, logical cause and effect. So it's not necessarily math, not necessarily science, but it's problem-solving skills. And this is, again, the light version. You can get it for free. There's a full version for 99 cents. Subway Shuffle, no, I'm sorry. This is $1.99. The light version's free. The full version's $1.99. And again, you've got high scores that you can set up in the full version, but try the free version first. I just really like this game for kids just to help them stretch their minds and look for solutions. And obviously, you should maybe practice more often.
I think I should practice this one. Yes.
We'll come back to this one later. You're not rocking now, but
no,
it's in some ways it's harder than it looks. You're gonna be here till you get it right.
Oh, are you kidding me? We're here all day. I've already used 13 minutes.
So now you're out of moves. Yeah, you can go back, but we'll look at another game first, then you can come back and play this on your own time. How about that?
Okay.
I want to play one more game. Hit your belly button. We're gonna have to probably rotate that again. I want you to click on the Kid Klok. This is a great game to help kids learn how to tell time, both digital clock and analog clock. And if you go ahead and click play a time, which is kind of weird, but we're gonna play a time. And it automatically sets on the current time, but you can grab the hands and drag them around and set them anywhere you want. So you can also then grab the hour hand and drag it around. And you can see that that's obviously the analog version, but underneath you have the digital version. So you got both. And if you hit that microphone button or the speaker button, it's not very loud, but let's go up a little bit. Hit that one more time. Now, whether or not our microphone picked that up, it tells you the time and it lets you set the time. So, for example, if I'm going to teach my kids how to tell time, I say, okay, I want you to set your time for 2:25.
Oops, I'm off a minute.
And then you can listen to it, and you can also set it. So if you hit that, you can also set it the other way. So right now we're setting it analog clock. We can also set it digitally. So hit your digital time, and you can run that. You can use that little wheel to set a digital time.
What time?
Set 4:15 a.m.
Ooh. It didn't tell me AM and PM on the other side.
Well, that's the analog clock. You're right. So it's it doesn't show AM and PM, so we can show the time that way. And again, listen to it to make sure it's right. So it's a pretty simple program, but for kids who don't know how to tell time, this is huge. And the nice thing about this one is a 99-cent version of a time-telling app. It was created by some child psychologists and cognitive brain researchers of how to best teach kids how to tell time. So this is a really good one if you want to have kids, again, K1, K2, learn how to tell time in a couple different ways. I really like this one. And then the Subway Shuffle, really good, and the PopMath. So those are some games that people were asking about for younger kids. These three are great ideas for the younger kids.
Thank you.
So any quick questions about those games?
Not at the moment. Just trying to think if there's anything. Did we talk about? We talked about if they cost money.
Yeah, they have both free and pay versions. A couple of them do. One a math game, the PopMath game. One a logic game, the Subway Shuffle, and the Tell in Time game, which is I think one of my favorites. Actually, it's really simple, really quick, based on brain research, and help kids learn to tell time in a variety of different ways. So thanks for joining us. We're going to look at some more iPod games for older kids in our next episode of Great Games, Better Brains.
For more information, visit mykidsturn.com.